Good day, everyone. We are group number 3, and today we're going to talk about the values Cura Personalis and love shown in deeds, not just words. Our agenda for today is to first discuss about the values assigned to us, which is Cura Personalis and love shown in deeds, not just words. Second, to discuss about our sharing through the guide questions. Lastly, the conclusions, which is what we have learned from the values. Cura Personalis is a Latin for care for the whole person. This value focuses on caring for all the aspects a person has, including his body, mind, and spirit. The most basic reason for extending care is because each and every one of us is a child of God and are part of His creation. As St. Paul reminds us, the body is one and has many members, and all the members of the body, though many, are one body. This means that every human body is one thing, one body, one person. Even though the body is made up of widely different parts or members, each part contributes to the overall functioning of the body.
Love shown in deeds, not just words. Love is not just about our good intentions or how we feel towards another person, but it is what we do to show or demonstrate our love in action. As they say, action speaks louder than words. Ignatius too was interested in how we can show love in light of God's love for us, and his emphasis was also on deeds. God's deeds and our own. Ignatius had in mind the first letter of John, which says, "Little children, let us not love in word or talk, but in deed and in truth." 1 John chapter 3, verse 18. As followers of Jesus Christ, we are called to express the feelings we have for our neighbors and the people around us through our actions, especially when there is one among our neighbors who are in need. It is an example set by Jesus Christ, by Him dying on the cross, as the greatest testament of His love for us, showing that actions would definitely outweigh words and intentions. Though comforting words and good intentions are not necessarily bad by themselves, we are still called into action because actions are the most honest representations of our feelings for others and most of all for God.
The second part of this presentation are the guide questions and the sharing we had about them. The first question is, how do you understand the values assigned to your group? The first answer is Cura Personalis in English is care for the person, which means that this value focuses on caring for all the aspects a person has, including his mind, body, and spirit. The most basic reason for extending care is because each and every one of us is a child of God and are part of His creation. The next value, which is love shown in deeds, not just words, is basically saying that action speaks louder than words, or that unless we do something to prove the love we continually speak of, then it will never be visible or seen by the person you are expressing it to. Action and words come hand in hand in conveying what we want to express, and one without the other may not be expressed fully or may not be expressed at all.
My understanding of the Ignatian value Cura Personalis is to consider the entirety of an individual. We are called to treat each aspect of a person equally, in that no aspect should be given more priority than the others. Meanwhile, the value of love is shown in deeds, not just words, is just like what Apostle James had written in James chapter 2 verse 11. Though the apostle speaks of faith being dead without action, still speaks a similar message with the value of showing love through our actions, because actions are the most honest representations of our intentions, not words. We are not just supposed to only sympathize with those in need, but we must also do what we can to help lessen their pain and suffering.
Cura Personalis for me is caring for the entire person, not just a part of that person, but a person's well-being, soul, health, mental health, everything. To keep in mind that we are all God's creation and we should take care of ourselves and others. For love shown in deeds and not just words, I believe that feeling love for another is not enough. It is important to show what you feel through your actions because actions speak louder than words. And I think that what you feel is important, but how you show it is what really matters.
What concrete life experiences can you relate to these values?
A concrete life experience I can relate to the value of Cura Personalis was when I got electrocuted as a young child. My family did not just remove me from immediate physical danger, but they also made sure that I was okay and I had no trauma with the incident. It shows that they cared not only for my physical safety, but also for my mental and most of all, emotional safety.
What areas in your life can you apply or manifest these values?
For me, it will be in my relationship with God and my relationship with other people.
I can apply these values in my everyday life if I care for myself as a whole, like exercise, pray, and meditate to keep myself well.
I think that I can apply these values in my school, in my own home, and to myself. To care for my well-being and also other people's well-being. To show my love in actions and not just in words. To tell people that I love them and also showing them through good deeds.
Conclusion. In conclusion, we all have different answers to these guide questions, but with the same meaning. And we all do these great things and give importance to these values because we love God. We do everything for God. Even though we have different challenges in life, we always learn from them and strive to grow and be better as a person.
And that is all for group number 3's presentation. Thank you for listening.